Hey Alabaster, welcome back to another Council Comments. This is where we sit down with some of our awesome council members. We talk about everything going on within the city, kind of break it down for you, and today we are joined by Kerri Pate, and she is our Ward 7 council member. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Always love
to
have
be
it.
back. Good to be back.
Yes, we've got lots to talk about, but it's really a kind of a lot of updates on things we've been talking about, but obviously with city government, things don't move at the fastest of paces, so
they don't.
Let's update.
They don't. And with since you made a segue into that, I can say I was totally clueless, 5 years ago, as far as how slow things move. So I, would say stuff like, "Oh, this is going to be done, and that's going to be done," and I think that you don't realize how slow it is until you get involved.
Right.
And so I'm going to give some updates on some things that have moved slowly, and maybe it will help people have a little insight on what's going on.
That's what I love about these council comment segments. It gives us a little bit more insight into the why behind things, so that we're not just getting angry and not having a reason for why. We're going to understand what's going on.
Right.
So let's jump into the parks updates. Give us a little bit of what's going on at Veterans, and we did a trail study. There's lots going on there.
There are. Okay, so Veterans is almost complete. The weather, of course, has pushed it a little bit out. Even if you don't have kids that play soccer or that play softball or baseball, just go out there and ride around. It is beautiful. The upgrades have completely changed the way the whole park looks, and it's just going to add to our quality of life. So and that's our goal. We've talked about that overall with our Parks and Rec and the families of all ages, from young families like yourself all the way up to senior citizens. Everybody can enjoy our parks.
Absolutely.
And it looks great. There's going to be a ribbon cutting mid-October, so we'll keep everybody posted on that. The trail study that was done was kind of something that we wanted to put together, where all of our parks connected, and we could have an easier way to our schools. It would help with cross country. I spoke about that before. One of the things we're looking at is extending and paving, making the trail complete from Buck Creek all the way to the bridge on Thompson Road.
Okay.
And then putting in a new little bridge at Warrior Park.
Nice.
So that is something that we're going to be, working on coming up, and we'll see that come to fruition soon, and it'll help us all out. So
I
I'm
love
excited
seeing
about that.
the parks kind of being connected.
I do too.
And just kind of making it, like you're saying, a better quality of life for all of
For
us.
everybody, and it'll be easier for strollers, bikes, whatever kids want to use on the trail, because right now it is tough sometimes. It's truly like off-road, cross-country.
Definitely with a stroller, that's tough.
Yes, yes.
Okay, well, let's talk about something that you have been working on very hard, and that is the intersection of Kent Dairy Road and Highway 17. Tell us what's going on there.
Okay, so I so eagerly and was so happy to announce this last time, and it's still a go. Of course, the job's been bid, everything's done. It's the intersection at Kent Dairy and 17, something that we've had a problem with for years. And we were able to come to the table with the county and form a partnership where we could match funds on that and get that moving. However, with the supply demand and the way it is across the whole nation,
and it's with everything. I mean, we're seeing it on the grocery store shelves. Shortages. We're seeing shortages in T-shirts and sweatshirts if you work in retail, and all the way up to materials.
The poles for an intersection, which is what has been the holdup. But they have been set to be delivered the end of November, so that will start end of November, December, finally. So we're excited about that. And a lot of parents have reached out to me, concerned with their new drivers.
Yeah.
There's been several accidents there a week, and we are aware of that, and we're always, that's one of the reasons why I push so hard for this, and with the help of my fellow council members, them all getting on board with me, and then with the county, we've all made this happen, so we're so excited about it. So finally we're going to see something happen.
So hopefully November, December we'll start seeing things moving.
Yes.
Okay. Now speaking of things moving, I know in my neighborhood right now, which is in your ward, we have got some paving going on. So tell me about some paving projects.
Okay, so each year we budget into our budget some paving that needs to be done across the city streets, so neighborhoods, things like that. And of course, the list is far more
Absolutely.
than what we can do each year. But every year, certain ones make the cut based on the criteria, and I'm happy to say that in Ward 7, we got Maple Ridge and Park Forest. So,
Awesome.
and there's several more across the whole city, but in our ward, that's the ones that we're super focused on and excited about. So I noticed your neighborhood was almost finished.
Almost.
And
roads super smooth. So so I love that you kind of explained that too. Of every year you're choosing based upon criteria. So you're getting to it, not ignoring
Right.
it. So.
And we know there's needs across the city.
Absolutely.
We can only do so much. So there's been times, I think last year there weren't any in Ward 7 that got done. So I was very excited that 2 big neighborhoods got done this time.
Awesome. Thank you for that information. Now, 119. We have been discussing this for probably, it feels like years. It may be years. But obviously we have talked about the city was ready. We're waiting on ALDOT. What updates do you have on 119?
So without having egg on my face, this is for sure. The water department, you'll start to see coming up in November, our water board start to move the main water lines along 119.
Okay.
And that should take till about April, and then you will see the process begin.
Okay.
The bid has been awarded.
Okay.
ALDOT has awarded that, and everything is set to go. Of course, I never hold my breath anymore.
Right.
But I did want to give you all an update. So.
And obviously we know, like, there are extenuating circumstances, things happen, but I'm excited to know that we are still progressing on 119.
Yes, we are. And us, along with the Alabaster Water Department, we've worked and done our parts diligently to get this ball rolling over and over again, and we're so excited it's finally going to happen.
It's gonna happen.
It's going to happen.
Thank you, Kerri.
And I want to say one more thing about that. We are constantly working and petitioning for that to be taken down, because it's only slated at this point, this phase, to be from Walmart to Butler Road.
Okay.
And we are constantly, and we also know there needs to be improvements to that intersection. So, this will,
Yeah.
So
Awesome. Okay, thank you, Kerri. Now let's end on a fun note. I love a holiday, and I love celebrating a holiday. We're about to get into some
Yes, we
holidays.
are.
So we've got Fall Fest coming up, and then we've got the Christmas Parade. Talk to me about this.
Okay, the Fall Fest is October 30th at City Hall, and we've just done some upgrades on the parking lot. The parking's always been an issue, so we're finishing up some paving that's going to help with these events. And there's going to be, as from 10 to 3, October 30th, there's going to be a trick-or-treat trail,
It's the best.
pumpkin carving, inflatables, vendors, music, food. So it's going to be a great day.
It's
Hoping
so
for
much
great
fun.
weather.
Yeah.
And October 30th.
Okay.
And then, of course, the longest Christmas parade in the state. Longest parade, I think, in the state, actually.
It
It's
is the best. Yeah.
It's going to be the first Saturday of December, as always, which is December 4th this year. And registration is going on right now through the Parks and Rec Department through October 22nd. So make sure you sign your group up, sign your business up. And I believe the theme is a very berry
I think
Christmas.
so as well.
So there's always awards given for best use of theme, which is bears, which is so cute. So we're really excited.
I'm so excited. So if you want to register for the Christmas parade, just go to the Parks and Rec website, Alabaster Parks and Rec, and register. October 22nd. It's coming up very quickly, so make sure you get your registration in so that you can be a part of all the fun. I love the Christmas parade. It's awesome. All right, Kerri, lots going on. I'm sure we'll still have some updates on this next time you come, but I appreciate you so much, all the hard work that you guys are doing behind the scenes.
Thank you. And thank you to all for your crew and the hard work that y'all done with the 100th celebration of Thompson High School. It is
how amazing that we get to celebrate 100 years of Thompson High School in our city, right?
I'm picking up my t-shirt this afternoon. I'm so excited about it, but it's just so much pride. I didn't grow up here, but I've raised all 3 of my children here, and I'm so proud that they're they're all 3 as of this spring going to be graduates. So,
Guys, thanks for joining us, and join us next month for another council comments brought to you by the City of Alabaster.